Top 10 countries with the highest life expectancy. The term life expectancy refers to the number of years a person can expect to live. By definition, life expectancy is based on an estimate of the average age that members of a particular population group will be when they die. The cohort life expectancy is the average life length of a particular cohort, a group of individuals born in a given year. When we can track a group of people born in a particular year, many decades ago, and observe the exact date in which each one of them died, then we can calculate this cohort's life expectancy by simply calculating the average of the ages of all members when they died. 10. South Korea. In the past few decades, life expectancy at birth has increased remarkably in South Korea. They had an average life expectancy at birth of 52.4 years in 1960, 16 years below the average among member countries of the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. It increased to 62.2 years in 1970. In 2005, it reached the average among member countries of 78.5 years, the greatest gain of any country in the coalition and a rise of more than 6 months per year from 1960 to 2005. The life expectancy for South Korea in 2018 was 82.77 years, a 0.36% increase from 2017. The life expectancy for South Korea in 2019 was 82.92 years, a 0.18% increase from 2018. The life expectancy for South Korea in 2020 was 83.06 years, a 0.18% increase from 2019. The current life expectancy for South Korea in 2021 is 83.21 years, a 0.18% increase from 2020. 9. Iceland. Iceland's life expectancy in the world at 83.07. Women are expected to live longer than men in Iceland, with an average life expectancy of 84.5 years versus 81.6 years for men. One reason for Iceland's high life expectancy is its diet, which consists of a lot of fish. The omega-3 fatty acids found in fish are linked to a longer life. The life expectancy for Iceland in 2018 was 82.77 years, a 0.14% increase from 2017. The life expectancy for Iceland in 2019 was 82.92 years, a 0.18% increase from 2018. The life expectancy for Iceland in 2020 was 83.07 years, a 0.18% increase from 2019. The current life expectancy for Iceland in 2021 is 83.22 years, a 0.18% increase from 2020. One of the reasons is that the country consumes a lot of fish, and heart-healthy omega-3 fatty acids are linked to a longer life. The country also has low pollution and as well as an athletic lifestyle. But beyond lifestyle, the reason most often cited for longevity, genetic factors are also at play, Carrie Stephenson, founder of Decode Genetics, told NBC News. 8. Australia. Women in Australia can expect to live an average of 85.4 years and men can expect to live 81.6 years. This averages out to a life expectancy of 83.496 years for Australia. This is the 8th highest in the world. Between 1981 and 2003, life expectancy increased in Australia more rapidly than in other high-income countries, but increased more slowly than in most high-income countries since 2003. In Australia, a boy born in 2017 to 2019 can expect to live to the age of 80.9 years and a girl would be expected to live to 85.0 years compared to 51.1 and 54.8 years, respectively, in 1891 to 1900. This is attributed to slower declines in disease-specific mortality, a higher prevalence of obesity, and less scope for further reducing smoking. Life expectancy for males has improved at a faster rate than that for females. Around 30 years ago, 1988, life expectancy at birth in Australia was 73.1 years for males and 79.5 years for females, a gap of 6.4 years. The gap has now narrowed to 4.1 years in 2017 to 2019. The life expectancy for Australia in 2018 was 83.20 years, a 0.2% increase from 2017. The life expectancy for Australia in 2019 was 83.35 years, a 0.18% increase from 2018. The life expectancy for Australia in 2020 was 83.50 years, a 0.18% increase from 2019. The current life expectancy for Australia in 2021 is 83.64 years, a 0.18% increase from 2020. 7. Italy. With the 7th highest life expectancy of any country, Italians can expect to live 83.568 years on average. This is 85.6 years for women and 81.4 years for men. Italian life expectancy has seen small decreases in recent years, which has been attributed to about 8.4% of Italy's population living in total poverty. Average life expectancy in Italy has been shortened by almost 1 year to 82.3 years because of the coronavirus pandemic. Italy has been one of the countries worst hit by the pandemic, and the first in Europe. Before the pandemic took its toll, life expectancy across Italy had risen from 81.7 years in 2010 to 83.2 years in 2019, putting the country near the top of European Union tables. The northern portion of the country, which is the most economically developed, has a life expectancy of about 3 years higher than the northern, poorer part of the country. The life expectancy for Italy in 2018 was 83.28 years, a 0.22% increase from 2017. The life expectancy for Italy in 2019 was 83.42 years, a 0.17% increase from 2018. The life expectancy for Italy in 2020 was 83.57 years, a 0.17% increase from 2019. The current life expectancy for Italy in 2021 is 83.71 years, a 0.17% increase from 2020. 6. Spain. Spain's average life expectancy is 83.612 years, which is 86.3 years for women and 80.9 for men. Spain is known for its Mediterranean diet, which its people see as the main reason for such a high life expectancy. The diet, which is rich in healthy fats and includes plenty of vegetables and fish, is also linked to higher cognitive performance and a lower risk of dementia. Spain is one of only 4 countries set to exceed an 85-year life expectancy by 2040. The country spends about 10% of its GDP on healthcare, according to the online expat guide Expectancy. Spain also ranks very highly in global lists of healthcare systems. In the World Economic Forum's 2018 Global Competitiveness Report, for example, Spain tied for the healthiest country in the world. The life expectancy for Spain in 2018 was 83.36 years, a 0.2% increase from 2017. The life expectancy for Spain in 2019 was 83.49 years, a 0.15% increase from 2018. The life expectancy for Spain in 2020 was 83.61 years, a 0.15% increase from 2019. The current life expectancy for Spain in 2021 is 83.74 years, a 0.15% increase from 2020. 5. Singapore. Singapore has the 5th highest life expectancy of 83.662 years. Unsurprisingly, women have a high life expectancy than men, as they are expected to live 85.8 years while men are expected to live 81.6 years. Singapore has very low infant mortality rates, road traffic mortality rates, and deaths related to air pollution. Additionally, Singapore has the lowest mortality rate for cardiovascular or chronic respiratory diseases as well as ones related to unsafe water or lack of hygiene. The life expectancy at birth in Singapore has increased significantly over the years. It has increased from 72.1 years in 1980 to 83.6 years in 2019, representing a 15.95% increase. The life expectancy for Singapore in 2018 was 83.39 years, a 0.26% increase from 2017. The life expectancy for Singapore in 2019 was 83.53 years, a 0.16% increase from 2018. The life expectancy for Singapore in 2020 was 83.66 years, a 0.16% increase from 2019. The current life expectancy for Singapore in 2021 is 83.80 years, a 0.16% increase from 2020. 4. Switzerland. Switzerland's average life expectancy is 83.836 years. Women are expected to live about 85.6 years and men are expected to live about 81.9 years. The life expectancy in Switzerland is almost double what it was at the beginning of the 20th century. Some studies point to three main secrets of the country's high life expectancy: wealth, a sense of well-being, and diet, which consists of lots of dairy. The Swiss healthcare system has thus proven itself over the years. For example, the mortality rate for cancer declined by 28% between 1990 and 2011, that is more than in any other OECD country. 81% of people who live in Switzerland say they are in good health. This also places Switzerland among the top 10 in the OECD. Switzerland has the lowest obesity rate in Europe, 8.1%. The quality of life in Switzerland should be included among the reasons for such a high life expectancy in the country. Work and leisure, family and recreation can be perfectly combined and balanced in this small country with its varied landscape. People who live in Switzerland generally enjoy a high standard of living. In fact, a global survey recently revealed that Switzerland is the happiest country in the world. The life expectancy for Switzerland in 2018 was 83.56 years, a 0.21% increase from 2017. The life expectancy for Switzerland in 2019 was 83.70 years, a 0.17% increase from 2018. The life expectancy for Switzerland in 2020 was 83.84 years, a 0.16% increase from 2019. The current life expectancy for Switzerland in 2021 is 83.97 years, a 0.16% increase from 2020. 3. Macau. Macau, a special administrative region of China, has the third highest life expectancy of 84.396 years. Males born in Macau can expect to live for about 81.3 and women can expect to live for about 87.2 years. Macau's high life expectancy is contributed to its clean environment and air, great education, easy access to health care, and strong economy. The life expectancy for Macau in 2018 was 84.04 years, a 0.18% increase from 2017. The life expectancy for Macau in 2019 was 84.17 years, a 0.15% increase from 2018. The life expectancy for Macau in 2020 was 84.30 years, a 0.15% increase from 2019. The current life expectancy for Macau in 2021 is 84.42 years, a 0.15% increase from 2020. 2. Japan. Japan has the second highest life expectancy of 84.67 years. This is about 87.7 years for females and 81.5 years for males. According to a 2016 study, Japan's high life expectancy is largely attributed to diet. The Japanese have diets with lots of fruits and vegetables, fresh meat and fish, and grain-based foods. Additionally, the Japanese government's investment in public health over 50 years ago, which resulted in childhood vaccination programs and the introduction of universal health insurance, has also been credited for the high life expectancy. Japanese citizens also remain very active, even into their elderly years. The higher life expectancy of Japanese people is mainly due to fewer deaths from ischemic heart disease and cancers, particularly breast and prostate cancer. This low mortality is mainly attributable to a low rate of obesity, low consumption of red meat, and high consumption of fish and plant foods such as soybeans and tea. In Japan, the obesity rate is low, 4.8% for men and 3.7% for women. By comparison, in Canada 24.6% of adult men and 26.2% of adult women were obese, BMI greater than or equal to 30, in 2016. Obesity is an important risk factor for both ischemic heart disease and several types of cancers. The life expectancy for Japan in 2018 was 84.43 years, a 0.26% increase from 2017. The life expectancy for Japan in 2019 was 84.55 years, a 0.14% increase from 2018. The life expectancy for Japan in 2020 was 84.67 years, a 0.14% increase from 2019. The current life expectancy for Japan in 2021 is 84.79 years, a 0.14% increase from 2020. 1. Hong Kong. Hong Kong has the highest life expectancy in the world. The average life expectancy for females in Hong Kong is 87.8 years and 82 for males. After World War II, Hong Kong saw rapid economic development and has seen a steady increase in the life expectancy of its people. Hong Kong has some of the best youth involvement in education and employment, the lowest infant mortality rate in the world, and high-quality child health care. This is despite Hong Kong spending less than on both health and social care as a proportion of GDP than other countries such as the United States or the United Kingdom. The success of Hong Kong's economic development must be considered an important factor in its success in achieving long life expectancy, but factors other than the general population level wealth are at play. Hong Kong's infant mortality rate is among the lowest in the world. These strongly indicate good quality healthcare and positive social conditions in Hong Kong. Other factors that have been hypothesized to contribute to health advantage include the geographical location with subtropical climate that does not give rise to frequent extreme weather, and the existence of a public healthcare system that does not deny people of adequate healthcare due to lack of means. The life expectancy for Hong Kong in 2018 was 84.63 years, a 0.29% increase from 2017. The life expectancy for Hong Kong in 2019 was 84.76 years, a 0.16% increase from 2018. The life expectancy for Hong Kong in 2020 was 84.89 years, a 0.16% increase from 2019. The current life expectancy for Hong Kong in 2021 is 85.03 years, a 0.16% increase from 2020. Thanks for watching.